about 20 years ago, after the first tower of the Hyatt was built, pointed out to the 10th Avenue Marine Terminal and said that's where the next development needs to be, that where we have to really shape the waterfront of San Diego. And certainly what he did, there wouldn't be a convention center, there would not be the hotels down in San Diego, and really the entire convention center business would never have happened if he not stuck it out and led the city. And so he believes that there is a better use for 10th Avenue Marine Terminal than it currently is being utilized.
The UT San Diego's editorial page was always viewed as conservative under the Copley family. Media analysts say the paper is now returning to the days of single-minded promotion of the Republican Party in a way that is more vitriolic and removed from fact-based commentary. They point to a recent editorial that painted what life would be like if President Obama were elected to a second term, and to editorials that talked about who the worst presidents were and who the best presidents were. How is all of this playing with readers?
Well, we believe that we have core values, and it's our right as the owners of the Union Tribune to express those, not only our right, our duty. And we believe in pro-family, pro-military, and pro-conservative business values. We believe those are the things that have always fired the engines of development in San Diego and in the entire country. When people leave, you've got to be loud and boisterous and to try to attract them back. It's not an easy thing what we're doing.
People tell me you're more hands-on than your predecessors about story ideas and angles. Have you ever edited stories after they were finished?
I wouldn't know how to do that. Absolutely not. And I challenge anybody to point out what story I've ever been involved with. Jeff Light, who is our editor, has absolute total control in terms of what the newsroom very proudly puts out. And as opposed to, I mean, I find it so ironic that the New York Times has said that we're trying to kind of tilt the news one way or the other, when if you look at the New York Times, every aspect of their newspaper looks like it's a talking point for the Obama campaign. We make no apologies for what we do on the editorial page. It is, we're very actively involved, and as I said, Papa Doug Manchester and I have views that are very consistent, and we communicate regularly, and we try to reflect those views of what's important to us and what we think is best for the community.
So you've never taken a story, made additional calls, and then inserted information into that story? Mr. Manchester bought the UT about 10 months ago. He recently bought the North County Times. This is all at a time when the newspaper industry is shrinking. What's the goal here? What's your business model?
Yeah, our business model is very simple. We believe that you buy low and sell high. And we believe that there's a great opportunity if you have a multi-level platform of putting the television station right into the middle of the newsroom. And don't ask news writers to do 2 or 3 columns a week, but you ask them to provide content to digital, to mobile, to television. And you know, the people in the newsroom had great trepidations when we put the television station in there, and you know, about going on the air, and if they didn't meet the ideal television profile. But what we found is now, as opposed to the Fox or the CNN 30-second, 90-second report, we're bringing on our news writers, our content providers as experts, and they thrive. And I believe this is journalism at its best, and ultimately you'll see one of the UT TVs in every major market in the country.
Mr. Lynch, thank you so much for speaking to us today.
Thank you.